Picture this. You don't need to be a financial genius, or make a six-figure salary to retire comfortably, travel the world, or live life on your own terms. All you need is a simple automated system, and that's exactly what The Automatic Millionaire by David Bach is all about. Forget complex budgeting or endless spreadsheets. Bach's genius lies in showing us how to make wealth building as easy as setting it and forgetting it. In fact, he argues that the road to becoming a millionaire can be so simple, you might just wonder why you haven't been doing this all along. Chapter 1. The Automatic Millionaire. The Power of Automation. Let's start with the basics. Bach opens the book with a jaw-dropping story about a seemingly ordinary couple. Let's call them the Joneses. They don't have fancy jobs or earn crazy amounts of money, but somehow they end up millionaires. How? Automation. Yes, automation. The real secret here is that instead of scrambling to save or constantly worrying about managing their money, they simply set up their finances to save and invest automatically. They paid themselves first and let their savings grow over time. The genius part: it's not about being rich to start with. It's about consistency, putting away a small amount of money regularly, like clockwork. You don't need to win the lottery. You just need to make it automatic. Bach shows us that if you automate your savings, you don't need to even think about it, and your wealth can slowly grow in the background while you live your life. Talk about easy, right? Chapter 2. The Latte Factor. Cutting out the small leaks. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds great, but I barely have any extra money to save. Bach's got you covered. In Chapter 2, he introduces a fun concept called the Latte Factor. It's all about recognizing the small daily expenses that might not seem like much in the moment, but when added up over time, can drain your finances. For example, that $5 latte you grab on your way to work every morning. That's $150 a month. Bach isn't saying you need to cut out all the fun in life. We love our coffee, right? But what if you spent just a fraction of those daily indulgences on your financial future instead? If you put that money into a savings account or an investment, you could be building wealth without really noticing the difference in your lifestyle. Small changes like cutting out the daily latte could turn into huge rewards later on. So next time you reach for that coffee, remember, it's not about depriving yourself. It's about investing in your future self. Chapter 3. Paying yourself first. The Golden Rule. Let's talk about one of the most important principles in this book, paying yourself first. Bach argues that the secret to becoming a millionaire is simple. Before you pay your bills, before you buy anything else, you pay yourself. What does this mean? It means setting aside money for savings and investments the moment your paycheck hits your account. Don't wait until there's leftover cash after all your spending. This is the number one reason why most people struggle to save. They leave saving until the end, and guess what? There's never enough money left. So how do you do this? It's actually simple. Automate it. Bach isn't saying you need to manually transfer money to savings every month. No. He's talking about setting up an automatic deduction where a portion of your paycheck goes straight into your savings or investment account before you can even think about spending it on anything else. This way, saving becomes effortless, and you won't have the temptation to spend what you should be saving. It's a no-brainer. Chapter 4. Automating your savings. Let's make it easy. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of automation. In Chapter 4, Bach dives deeper into the mechanics of setting up automatic transfers for your savings. Whether it's setting up monthly deductions for your emergency fund, retirement savings, or even a simple investment account, the idea is the same. Don't let life's distractions get in the way of your future. Bach tells us that once your money is automatically moved into savings or investments, it's out of your hands. And that's the point. No thinking, no second guessing, no guilt. It's like putting your wealth building on autopilot. And the best part? You don't have to be rich to start. Even small regular contributions can snowball into significant wealth over time, thanks to the power of compound interest. The strategy is simple. Set up automated payments for your savings, and just let them go to work while you focus on other things. You don't need to micromanage it. Let automation do the heavy lifting. Chapter 5. Compound Interest. The Magic of Time. Speaking of compound interest, Bach dedicates a chapter to this financial wonder, and it's one of the most exciting parts of the book. Imagine this. You start investing just $200 a month into a retirement account. That's $200 every month for years. Sounds simple, right? Well, over time, thanks to compound interest, that $200 starts to grow and grow. In fact, it can become hundreds of thousands of dollars by the time you retire, all from just a modest monthly contribution. Bach's point here is crystal clear. The earlier you start saving, the more powerful compound interest becomes. It's a snowball effect. The more time your money has to grow, the more money it makes for you. So, if you start now, even with a small amount, you're setting yourself up for a future that's going to be a lot easier, financially speaking. And because automation takes care of the work, you don't even need to worry about remembering to invest each month. The compound magic happens while you're living your life. Chapter 6. The Automatic Millionaire Homeowner. Real estate as an investment. Okay, so we've been talking about savings and investments in accounts, but what about real estate? In Chapter 6, Bach introduces another wealth-building tool, your home. Believe it or not, owning a home can be an automatic way to build wealth. The reason? As you make mortgage payments, you're actually increasing your equity in the property. You're not just paying rent, you're building something that can appreciate over time. And if the value of your property increases, you stand to make a profit when you sell it. Bach recommends using the power of home ownership to your advantage, but he's not saying you need to rush into buying property. Instead, he advises that once you do buy, be strategic with your mortgage payments. Paying a little extra towards your mortgage each month can help you build equity faster and pay less in interest. In other words, you're building your wealth while living in your home. How cool is that? Chapter 7, The Automatic Millionaire Retirement Plan. Your future self will thank you. Now let's talk about retirement. It's a subject most of us like to push to the back of our minds. But in Chapter 7, Bach makes a compelling argument for why you should automate your retirement savings right now. He talks about setting up automatic contributions to retirement accounts like a 401k or an IRA. The beauty of these accounts is that they give you tax advantages while your money grows, making your investment efforts even more effective. And here's the kicker. If your employer offers matching contributions to your 401k, you should absolutely take advantage of it. It's essentially free money that can turbocharge your retirement savings. So again, Bach's message is clear. Automate your retirement savings so that it happens without you even thinking about it. And over time, it will add up to a comfortable future. Chapter 8. Make your retirement automatic. Don't wait. Start today. In Chapter 8, Bach pushes the importance of getting started as soon as possible. The earlier you begin, the more your money has time to grow, and the more you'll benefit from compound interest. Just like with your regular savings, he encourages you to set up your retirement contributions so they happen automatically. Think of it like any other bill you pay, except this is an investment in your future. Bach's strategy doesn't require a fortune to start. It's about making sure that no matter what, you're always putting something aside for your retirement. It's about consistency, and automation makes that consistency easy. It's the best way to ensure you're always making progress toward your financial goals. Chapter 9. A simple plan for becoming an automatic millionaire. So what's the bottom line? In Chapter 9, Bach pulls everything together with a simple plan for becoming an automatic millionaire. It's not about dramatic life changes or extreme sacrifices. It's about making a few small, smart decisions and then automating them. By paying yourself first, automating your savings and investments, and letting compound interest do the heavy lifting, you're setting yourself up for financial success without even realizing it. Bach walks us through a step-by-step action plan that's easy to implement and hard to mess up. The trick is to set up systems that work for you so you don't have to constantly monitor or worry about your finances. You're on autopilot, and your wealth will follow. Chapter 10. The Power of Your Mortgage. Hold on to your seats because this chapter is about to flip your view on mortgages. In Chapter 10, David Bach dives into an often overlooked tool in the financial toolbox, your mortgage. You might be thinking, wait, isn't a mortgage just a burden? Bach says, not at all. Instead, he flips the script, showing you how your mortgage can actually be an asset in your journey toward wealth. The trick? You can use it to build equity faster, and the faster you build equity, the more you're boosting your financial future. Here's the kicker. By making just a small additional payment each month, say an extra $100, you can slash years off your mortgage and save thousands of dollars in interest. Imagine paying off that mortgage faster while living in your home. This is the power of automation. Set up those extra payments automatically, and it's like having a secret wealth-building machine working in the background, all without you even lifting a finger. Chapter 11. How to automate your investment strategy. Welcome to the fun part, investing. In Chapter 11, Bach takes us on a journey through the world of automated investing. Now, I know investing can seem intimidating. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds. There's a lot of jargon, but Bach breaks it down into simple, easy-to-follow steps that anyone can do. His advice? Don't try to time the market. Instead, get yourself into low-cost index funds and mutual funds, and let automation handle the rest. Here's the genius part. You don't need to be a financial expert to succeed in investing. By setting up automatic investments like regular contributions to an IRA or a 401k, your wealth is quietly growing on autopilot. The best part? It's happening without you having to think about it. You set it, forget it, and let time, and the magic of compound interest, do the heavy lifting. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 12. Managing your debt. All right, let's get real. Debt is a big issue for many of us, but don't worry, Bach has a plan for that too. Chapter 12 focuses on how to manage and reduce your debt, and it's all about strategic action. First, Bach advocates for using the debt avalanche method. Start by paying off your highest interest debt first, like credit cards, while making minimum payments on everything else. It might sound simple, but it's incredibly effective. By targeting the high interest debts, you'll save a ton of money in the long run. And here's where automation works its magic again. You can set up automatic payments to ensure you're consistently knocking down your debt month after month. It's like setting up a financial workout routine. You don't have to think about it, but you're getting stronger every time. Plus, by reducing your debt, you're freeing up more money for investing and saving, accelerating your path to financial freedom. Chapter 13. The Automatic Millionaire Mindset. In Chapter 13, Bach pivots to something just as important as the financial strategies: your mindset. Building wealth is as much about how you think as it is about what you do. If you believe you'll never be rich, guess what? You probably won't be. But if you adopt an abundance mindset where you focus on opportunity, growth, and long-term goals, your financial reality will begin to shift. Bach talks about how most people are stuck in a scarcity mindset, always thinking there's never enough money to go around. But the truth is, anyone can build wealth, no matter their starting point, if they commit to a long-term vision. By thinking bigger and putting your money where your goals are, you create a financial future that reflects your best self. So, adjust your mindset. Think of money as a tool that works for you, not something to be afraid of. This shift is a game changer. Chapter 14. How to automate your giving. Here's a little twist: generosity. Yes, you heard that right. In Chapter 14, Bach makes the case that one of the keys to a fulfilling financial life is giving back. Whether you're donating to your favorite charity, helping others, or contributing to a cause you care about, Bach advocates for making giving automatic. Why? Because just like savings and investing, if you set up your charitable donations to happen automatically, you make giving a priority in your financial life. It's not about feeling guilty or pressured to give. It's about making it a natural part of your wealth journey. Think of it this way: the more you automate your giving, the more you align your financial success with your values, creating a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This isn't just about making money. It's about using your financial success to make the world a better place. Chapter 15, The Automatic Millionaire for Your Children. Now let's talk about the next generation. In Chapter 15, Bach emphasizes the importance of teaching your kids the principles of financial discipline and setting them up for success. But wait, he's not talking about throwing them into the deep end of finance. No, he's talking about setting up automatic savings and investment plans for them, so they start building wealth from an early age. Imagine this. You set up a small monthly investment for your child, and by the time they reach adulthood, they've already built a solid financial foundation. It's like giving them a head start in the race to financial independence. Bach shows us that you don't have to wait until your kids are adults to teach them about money. Start early, make it automatic, and watch them grow up with a strong understanding of how to make their money work for them. Chapter 16. The Automatic Millionaire. A simple plan for financial freedom. We're at the final chapter. Let's wrap this up with a bang. In Chapter 16, Bach brings everything together with a simple, actionable plan for becoming an automatic millionaire. And guess what? It's not about making dramatic, life-altering changes. It's about creating systems that automate your wealth building, so you don't have to think about it. Remember, pay yourself first, automate your savings, set up automatic investments, and start tackling debt. That's it. By following this straightforward, proven path, you're setting yourself up for financial freedom, no matter how much money you start with. Bach reminds us that it doesn't matter if you're making six figures or just getting by. What matters is consistency. Automate your financial habits, and over time, they'll grow into something powerful. And here's the best part. Once your system is in place, you can let it run on autopilot. Your wealth building happens without effort, and your financial future starts working for you. All you need to do is stay consistent, and the results will come.